guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video I will be ranking some Minecraft items that I saw in the crafting menu. I didn't randomly choose it, obviously. I think that's obvious. I just picked some out. So that's what I will be ranking them 1 through 10. 1 meaning that item is really bad, probably one of the worst. And 10 meaning this is really good. This is top 10, probably one of the best items in the game. Um, so yeah, I'll be doing that for today's video. Hope y'all enjoy. I will be spinning a wheel to pick out what item I'll be rating. Um, so after I'm done with this video, if you guys have any other items you think I should rate 1 through 10, tell me in the comments, then I'll definitely do it. So anyways, let's start the video. Or, I guess, roll the wheel. Up right now, I will spin the wheel. And I'll go back in game, and then I'll do all the stuff that I can with it. And, okay, Shulker Box. That's a really cool background music. I mean, sound, yes. High choice, so I won't run it again. I guess we'll go back to game. I just had to get the Shulker Box. Where is the Shulker Box actually? Oh yeah, right here. We'll just grab the normal one. Alright. Shulker Box. They're coming up. Forgot I could do that. They come in all different colors, not shapes. That'd be pretty cool. You have white, dark green, green, yellow, orange, red, and many more other colors, including brown, black, gray, and light gray. So yes, you could store a ton of stuff in here, but you can't store Shulker Boxes in here, sadly. So if you could do that, that'd be a really a higher ranking, but it'd be obvious that you can't do that. So yeah, you can fit anything in here. I believe you can fit the bundle in here. I don't know where that bundle is at, but I'll get to it. So yeah, I'll give the Shulker Box I'll say maybe a 7.5 out of 10. If you guys do agree with me of any of these, not this one, but any of these, then you can say in the comments, but you don't have to. Anyways, yeah, this is a 7.5 out of 10. Moving on to the next item. Alright, let's see what the next item is. Alright, let's see. It is the bundle. Okay, I told y'all I'll be getting to the bundle soon. Let's get back into game. Alright, the next one was the bundle. So, let me just search that up. Oh, it's right here. I didn't mean that. Alright, the bundle has all different colors, including the colors that I said, light gray, and black, and brown. I thought this was brown, but that's a light brown. Anyways, I forgot. No, whatever. And the bundle, let me pick that up. you can store stuff in it up to a stack. So let's just say I have a stack of dirt. That's it. I can't fit anything else in there. Which once I found out, I was sad. But yeah, so I can have this that equals to a stack. Um, yeah, you can have anything in it really, except for other wait, can you fit other bundles? I don't think you can, but you can. Uh, that's actually really cool. I didn't know that. Um, but yeah, let's just have a few of these in my inventory. I'm gonna try. So yes, this is cool because then I can have something in here, and then oh, you can't fill it up. That definitely makes sense actually. Can I do that and then that? I don't think so. But anyways, that kind of lowered the rating down that I was gonna do. But anyways, the bundle, it's a really cool item. Um, it's I think one of the newest updates. Probably not the newest. I forgot. But yeah, if you could just yeah. So I'll give this one maybe a 5 point, maybe a 5.5, 5.4, between 5.5. Not that bad. But on to the next item that I will roll. Um, let's see what the next item will be. And it is the Ender Pearl. Okay, I'm gonna hide this choice now. And let's get back to game. Get rid of this, and let's get the Ender Pearl. Alright. First, you can teleport around. You can teleport up to, I actually don't know how far you can teleport with this. But it is in stacks of 16, which is sad. I wish it was actually like a stack of 64 like other items. But it isn't, but it does make sense because these are kind of OP. Because if you need to travel somewhere really quickly, you can just do that. I could like do that, watch it drop, bam, and I teleport there. You can also stasis with these, which I really like. You can also use these for speed runs. So you can like throw one. And then you can turn your render distance down, and then the Ender Pearl will be like stuck somewhere in between chunks because you can't see it. And then you can I forgot the word for it. I don't know what the word for it, but you can render in the chunks, or yeah, I think that's what it's called. And then you can teleport there, and that's a way faster way to teleport. Or if you need to get somewhere quickly, you can also use it for Ender Pearl canyons, which you can teleport way farther than throwing in Ender Pearl. So yeah, I think you can actually reach the border, maybe halfway to the border. I don't know. But yeah, the Ender Pearl, I'll give this one maybe an 8. An 8. It would have been like an 8.5 or maybe even a 9 if it wasn't oh man, it's raining. If it wasn't if it was in like a 64 instead of 16, it would have been a 9, definitely. But yeah, that makes sense. Nether pearl said 8, but yeah, on to spinning the wheel again. Spin the wheel again. Let's see what we get. And we got amethyst. Okay. The amethyst. That's decent. Onto my game. Alright, now is weather clear. Didn't know that's weather. I think that's a cow behind me right there. Right there. Oh. So, yeah. Anyways, the amethyst is, you can create spyglasses, which you can get some achievements out of, which is pretty cool. The only thing I would really like about this is probably maybe the block of amethyst and the spyglass. So yeah, it's not that good at all. What the? It's weird. But yeah, not that bad, but it is pretty bad because you can only create the spyglass, and I think, can you create? Oh, you don't even have. All right, and then you can also create the block of amethyst too. I would only use the block of amethyst for like, let's see, maybe like a building block and a floor, which would a floor would be nice. That'd be pretty cool. But that's all for the amethyst. That was quick. But yeah, I'm giving this amethyst a 4.5, maybe a 3.5 actually. Yeah, amethyst a 3.5. Moving on after I do this. Alright, moving on. Alright, let's spin the wheel again. Let's see what we get. And what is it? A furnace? Is it? Oh, it's a furnace. Okay. Alright, so let's go back into the game. Alright, we are back in game. And the next one is furnace, not amethyst. Furnace. Alright. I don't know why I got a stack of those, but I did. Let me get rid of that. Alright, amethyst. I mean, furnace. The furnace, you could place down. You could smelt some stuff. You can smelt some stuff in it. Why is it? Oh yeah, this is. You also have a menu for this. To smelt items. But anyways, you need. Let's see. Alright, so let's just say some coal. Some coal, right? This is cool because you have regular coal and charcoal, which is really helpful. And then let's just say maybe raw. Let's take something raw here. Maybe this raw pork chop. All right. And then we'll take the pork chop and put it in here. I love using charcoal because it's really easy just to smell. You just need a log and then either coal or something else. Like an oak plank, maybe another oak log, and probably more. But it is really slow to cook stuff. Like there's different variations. So maybe a smoker, a smoke. a smoker. A smoker you can cook. You can cook meat faster. And then the smelter. Oh, he just smoker. Hold on a second. I think I saw it over here. Blast furnace. That's what it was. Okay. Let's just say and there's also a blast furnace. So what if I were to say I need to smelt this raw iron? Yes. I need to smelt this raw iron real quick. I need this fast. Just put the iron in there and then the coal. There. I instantly have it. So the furnace alone is probably a 5, but all of these together, I'd say a 7.5 altogether. Because I like to think of them like all furnaces, just different variations. So I guess on to the next item. After I get this stuff out of my inventory, real quick. Hold on. Anyways, on to the next item. It is the water bucket. Okay. On to the game. Alright, I'm back in game. And that was the water bucket. So, I'll actually just search it up. Water. Yes, right here. Alright, the water bucket. It can be used. It can be used for water clutching. Water bucket clutching from however far in the air you want. I think however far in the air you want. You can also use it for farms. Like, let's just say you found like a mob spawner, and then every time the mobs spawn, you have to move them, but you don't know how to. You could just use the water buckets. You can also create an infinite water source, unlike lava. So that's cool. Oh, he's coming back to me. Hi. Yeah, I like. You can also. If I also like to use this water bucket during like raids, because if you need to get the mobs away from you, you can just place it, and then you can go in the middle, or I can go in the middle, and then they'll be pushed away, and they can't get me, except for the pillagers and evokers. I don't like those guys. But any other ones, fine. I can use the water on them. I think that's all for the water bucket. I'll rate the water bucket a solid 7. Maybe, yeah, 7. Alright, so moving on to the next one. Maybe we'll get one that's rated a 10. Maybe not. I don't know. Alright, well, let's just go back to wheel. Let's find out. Ignore the ads, guys. Please do. Let's see. It is steak. Alright, time to go back to game. Alright, the next item was steak. So, let me just get that out right here. It is right here. Alright, steak. It gives you 4 hunger bars, which is really good. I think the best eating source in the game. I don't know. I forgot how much carrots do, but or golden carrots do, but maybe 4 as well. Um, this is one of the best sources of food. Um, if you don't have golden apples or god apples, which god apples will be next soon. Maybe um hold on, let me get out of 5. Maybe even wait, what did I go? Whatever. Yeah, steak is a really good food source. It is easy to get. You just have to slaughter a few cows. Um, yeah, and then you just have to cook it with the furnaces, which is the smoker with the smoker. Uh, but yeah, it's just a raw beef, and then you cook it with the charcoal or coal. Yeah, it's really what did I say? Food and drinks with the I'll rate this steak maybe hmm a probably a maybe 6, maybe a 5.5. That'd be yeah, a 5.5. Actually, maybe a 7.5 because it's easy to get. You see it everywhere. And you could just cook it with the furnace. So yeah, onto the wheel. After I do this again, onto the wheel. Alright, so we're back to after the wheel. Let's see what we get now. And it is the anvil. Alright. Okay. So that choice, and let's get back to game. Alright, I'm back in game. Hope that was the wrong number. Or I guess wrong key. The next one was anvil. Anvil. Alright. There are 3 variations of it. You have damaged anvil, chipped anvil, and the regular anvil. Let's bring in all of these ads real quick. And nope. And alright, let's see. The normal anvil, you can rename stuff. You can rename name tags. You can also I think you can combine enchant books with these, and you can put alright, let's get some alright, Aqua Infinity and a Fantasy 5, and then so hold up, and then a sword. Alright, you can with this combine these, yep, and then you can combine this with a I didn't what? That's a little I think you can only do that in creative mode, but that's I just didn't know that. Um this is a weird sword actually. You can fight with the sword now. You can do anything with it. You could do it with a you can rename it with the chipped one and the damaged one and the normal one. So I should say it hitting random keys in the middle. Now I have one of the weirdest swords I have probably ever seen. Same with the damaged one. You can also it breaks easier, as you can see it breaking right here, and then breaking right here again. I think it breaks. It starts like chipping every 5 or 10 times. I don't know. But that is the anvil. Let's break these. And I'll give it probably a a I was gonna say 1.5, but nope. Let's see. Maybe a 5.4 out of 10. Onto the wheel again. The wheel. And let's spin it. Let's see. The boat. Okay. Let's go back to Minecraft. Alright, so we are back in Minecraft. And the next item was a boat. So, the boat. You can travel in this, you can escape in this. You can also trap villagers in here. You can also trap villagers in here too. No. And you can also trap other mobs, like the sheep right, like the sheep right. No, like the sheep right here. No way. Like a sheep right. Okay, like the sheep right here. Finally, and you can move them around, or her. You can move them around and do stuff with it, or the sheep. Also, if you want to make a villager trading hall, you can also do this with villagers, and you can also get a lead, and then you can attach the lead to the boat. You can't fly with it, sadly. I wish you could, but you can't. This is a real faster way to travel with boats. If you want to move something, or I guess if you want to move a mob, it's a way faster way. But you do have to jump to get over like certain parts of land, which I don't really like. But you can let them free if you want to. In creative mode, you just have one punch. Dang, I have reach. Okay, I saw his ashes go up into the air. I don't know why I do random stuff like that, but I just do. And I see villagers all over there. Yeah, like these guys are talking. You want to move them both? Yeah. Oh, he just went in there. And then you could try to lead to it, and yeah, more like that. You can also get me. Nope. Boat. Yeah, oak boat with chest, and many other boats too with chest. The one with chest. Let me just. The one with chests. It's basically another way of storage, another part of storage that you can do, or play around with, or whatever you want. Yeah, you can. So let's just say you have a ton of stuff to carry, but you can't carry it all to one place. Like, let's just say you don't have any shulker boxes yet, and you're trying to make like a really difficult farm that has a ton of materials, and it's like over the ocean, like maybe a raid farm or something like that, and it's over the ocean. You can just really like, ooh, Okay, you can really just play around with the boat. You can move it everywhere. You can move it to the spot that you're gonna make the farm out. Um, yeah, you can also move it, traverse it with land and other stuff. Um, mm, yeah. Um, I'll rate the boat. Why did I? Whatever. I'll rate the vote. Vote. I'll rate the boat a maybe a 5.5. Um, uh, yeah, 5.5. On to the wheel. Alright, let's spin, let's spin, let's spin. And we got redstone. I'll probably stop here for the video. Um, and then I'll do the rest of these in the next video that I do with this. So let's just get back to the game and end the video here. And the next item, that was a long pause. I probably would have cut that, but I just forgot the item. But the next item is redstone. Let's get out of my inventory right here. Redstone, redstone. All right, redstone. Beautiful, easy to get. It drops multiple. Hold on, let me guess. It it drops multiple runs at the time. Um, so if I'm mining, nope. And if I'm mining and I come across this, I just do bam, and then it drops it, and then it drops. I think at least four. It has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 6 things, maybe 4. I counted these 1, 2, but that's probably 4. But yeah, it's pretty easy to get underground. If you have fortune pickaxe, you get 2 times probably 2 times more redstone. You can create a ton of investment, and you can make a ton of stuff with it. Like a target, redstone comparator, a redstone repeater, block of redstone torch, and many more like that. You can also trigger TNT if you want to blow some stuff up, or you can trigger even more dangerous explosions. Minecart with TNT, I think you can trigger that, but you can make some awesome railroads. Uh, yeah, like a roller coaster. You can also, oh wait, you can also do this to make it just one, make it look interesting. I don't know why you would need this actually. Maybe just for it to like not use as much space. I don't know really. But yeah, that was redstone. My final rating. I'll rate this maybe a probably an 8.5 because of how much stuff you can do with just one singular item. Um, so that'll end the video. I'll do the rest of this stuff in another Let me just in another video. Yeah, I'll spin the wheel multiple times more. Maybe I'll add maybe some spawn eggs, or maybe I could rate some mobs too. Next video, if you guys want that, leave a comment saying yes, I want that. Maybe I'll rate some ores. Maybe I'll rate tools and armor. I'll rate a ton of stuff. maybe I can also do, I don't know why I have this saved, but maybe I can also do some more stuff like that. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, or I guess you don't have to leave a like. If you like this video, leave a like down below, comment, and if you like this video, you can subscribe. And if you want more videos like this, if you want to keep up with me, turn on your descriptions. That's all down below, so you don't have to go in multiple places. If you're new to YouTube, um, but anyways, that's the end of the video, and bye.